Hello, mathematicians. Today we are looking at Module 10, Lesson 1, which is all about interpreting a fraction as division. And hopefully by the end of this lesson, you will be able to interpret fractions as representing division of whole numbers. So it says, spark your learning. An elementary school receives 5 boxes of minerals for its earth science classes. The 6 science teachers at the school share the boxes equally for their class. What fraction of a box will each teacher receive? So we're going to start with a box. Where I'm going to draw circles here. I'm going to split it into 6. And each teacher is going to get each part of that box. So I'm going to shade in. So each teacher will receive 1/6 of a box or of each box. Each box. And since there are 5 boxes, 1/6 times 5 and put over 1 equals 5/6 of a box. So now it says 5 students in a science club prepare 4 circuit boards for a small satellite called a CubeSat. If they share their work equally, how many circuit boards does each student prepare? Draw to represent the situation. Well, if we have 4 circuit boards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I divide each one into fifths. This is what it would look like. If we explain that, we'd say I drew 4 boards and shared each board among 5 people by dividing each board into 5 equal parts. So then it says, what does the expression 4 divided by 5 model? Well, in this case, it is 4 circuits shared among 5 people. And it says, write a division equation to model the situation. So we would do 4 divided by 5. And that would give us, because our division here, we can write this as a fraction, 4/5. And it says, what does your quotient represent? And again, we can see the 4/5. But if we shade in one of each of these, each person would have 4/5. That's where we get the 4/5. So the quotient represents the amount of a circuit board each student will prepare. So if you look at this connective vocabulary, it says in an earlier lesson, you divide a whole number dividends by 2-digit divisors to find quotients. So again, our dividend is the number we are dividing by, which becomes our numerator. And the divisor is what we're dividing by. So I don't know if I said that right. The dividend is what's being divided. The divisor is what we're dividing by. And our quotient is our answer to a division problem. So 2 scientists develop a new substance in a laboratory. They make a total of 5 milliliters. If the substance is shared equally, how many milliliters does each scientist get? So this is draw to represent the situation. Well, again, we would have 5 milliliters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we split each one in half, then each person would get 1/2 of each. So it says, how does your visual model represent the dividend, the divisor, and the quotient of the division equation? Well, the dividend is the number of circles. The divisor is what each circle is split into. And the quotient is the shaded part. So like each group or what each person gets is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 2. So it'd be 5/2, and that is each scientist gets 5/2 milliliters. So what division expression models the situation? It'd be 5 divided by 2. So let's divide the expression you wrote in part D and compare it to your answer in part C. Well, 2 goes into 5, 2 times, should give you 4, 1. So you'd have 1/2. So we get 2 and 1/2, and they are equivalent. And that is all for today's lesson. Hopefully you are now able to interpret fractions as representing division of whole numbers. And remember, in order to be a math person, all you have to be is a person and do math.